Okay, we're back. So this is still an episode of side missions that we're going to be doing here. And today we'll be doing the oh wow, my bike stayed. What? I closed this game and loaded it up and my fucking bike is still parked here. That's very, very surprising. I guess there's a parking space there, like in the similar vein as GTA 4. That's interesting. I had no idea. I noticed that earlier when I reloaded my autosave, because I screwed something up, as I often do. That I think I reloaded in front of that property that I bought in front of Ken Rosenberg's office, and the car that I was driving was still there when I loaded the autosave. So it seems like sometimes your vehicles actually stick around, even though they might not be in a garage per se. That's good to know. I just kind of wish I knew the specifics of how that works, so that I could, make it happen every single time instead of just randomly. Okay, so is this fucking thing really locked? Oh my god, alright, we gotta go to the other one. Or we could just maybe drive away and come back. The guide actually recommends to do this at the other hospital on this island. For me, I don't think it really fucking matters. It may be slightly easier to do it at the other hospital, but like in the past, I've done them at both. Yes, I've 100%ed this game more than once. Why I've done that, no idea. I think I've 100%ed it on the PS2 at least twice. And maybe 3 times, actually. And I 100%ed the PS4 port, remaster, whatever the fuck you want to call it, at least once. And I still don't have all the trophies for that because it takes an absurd amount of time to get all the trophies in the PS4 port. It's really ridiculous. Like, for a while, I would try to make some progress here and there on it, but it was so fucking minuscule that I just gave up because I thought it was just blatantly absurd that they would request that. And already this fucking ambulance is damaged. We're off to a rollicking good start. Fucking bastard, man. I'm also going to play with the sirens off as much as possible because it gets annoying and grates on your ears very, very quickly. So the less we have to hear that, the better. Come on, you stupid fuck. In fact, I remember one time I was playing this game at my mom's house when I was a kid. Like when the game first came out. Maybe not when it first came out. Maybe I was a little older and I was a little smarter. And I was actually trying to finish games instead of just playing them blindly like a foolish child. And I was doing the paramedic missions. I think it was this game. And I wonder if I actually talked about this in my GTA 3 playthrough. But yeah, I was doing the paramedic missions while I was at my mom's house. And she got so fucking annoyed from hearing the sirens that she told me to turn it off. So since that day, I was like, oh my god, alright, I gotta be conscious of the sounds that come out of my TV, especially when I'm playing games, because my mom may tell me to turn them off. And we don't want that. We want to play video games forever. So, with that in mind, I will try to spare all of you wonderful listeners from having to hear the sirens for what will probably be like another at least 30 minutes, because this mission is not quick. Although, if the passengers are localized to the northern part of this island, then it shouldn't take too long. Maybe like 20 minutes? It sure beats having to drive all around Portland. Alright, let's go for the guys that are furthest. Right? It'd be really nice if you could drive a little faster than 2 miles an hour. I know there's a stoplight, but come on, guy. This motherfucker's just in the middle of the goddamn street. I think the biggest danger that this mission has is, well, I guess there's actually two. It's the patients clearly start running towards your vehicle before you stop. So it's very, very possible and likely that if you're slightly careless, you'll run over and kill the patients and fail the fucking mission. That's number one. Number two is the patients can actually spawn on the beach where you don't have as much control over the ambulance. Big problem. That can be a big time fucking problem. Let's get the 3 guys over here first, and then we can get number 4. So yeah, if you're going to pick up a passenger on the beach, you're a little careless, and the idiot runs out in front of your van before you can stop, you are screwed. 110% screwed. This guy looks like me, Jesus.
All services attended immediately. Over. All services.
My one gripe about all these vehicle missions, like the taxi, ambulance, firefighter, vigilante, is that they just... I just feel like they go on for far too long. And they're largely unchanging in the history of the game. Did I, yeah, there is a third guy in the back there. I didn't even really see him. They're largely unchanging, which makes me think that they really had no problem with the requirements of the minigame, which is a little disturbing because the taxi mission to complete it took 2 hours, I think. It should not take you 2 hours just to complete a little dingy side mission. Like, what the fuck? And a large part of that is because the fucking pedestrians did not spawn consistently when I was trying to do the mission. But regardless, 100 fucking passengers? Come on. That was at least fixed in San Andreas. I think you only need to do 50 in that game. Don't remember what the requirements were for Vice City Stories or Liberty City Stories. Probably you had to do 100. But I really don't recall. Alright, let's get... I think there's 3 guys to the north, yeah. But, oh, and I guess, like, Vice... Not Vice City, Jesus. The firefighter missions and Vigilante in GTA 3, it was actually take down, what was it, 20... complete 20 instances of the mission on each island. And then you would complete the side mission. And then they made it worse in this game. It made it exactly how the paramedic missions function. A huge pain in the fucking dick. It's really tough to see in the back there. Yeah, there is a guy in the back. I'm like not keeping the best track of how many patients I'm picking up, so I'm like quickly losing count. So yeah, in between GTA 3 and this game, the vigilante and firefighter missions got, I guess, converted into 12 level missions of increasing quantity, as opposed to just go here, kill this guy, alright, next level. It was like, this one's like, alright, on level 1 you kill one guy, for vigilante I'm talking about, and then level 2 you kill 2 guys, and so on and so forth. And they all drive like vehicles, so like, let's say you're on level 8, with you have to kill 8 people. There will be 2 cars, 2 4-door vehicles filled with criminals that you need to kill. And I think with firefighter, it's just how many fires you need to put out. You have the car, and then you have the passengers in the car. And the major like problem with it is that it just, if you fail at any point, you have to start all over from the very fucking beginning. No checkpoints, none of that. So if you get to like level 12 and run over the very last guy, tough fucking shit. Go back to level 1. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And I think GTA, like in its newer, more recent incarnations, has realized that there's no real purpose to make the side missions that fucking brutal. There's really not. It's just a real time suck. And I think for fans, it becomes a lot less fun when you have to do so much of these. And if you fuck up once, it's like, alright, well, just wasted the last fucking hour. Time to restart. So the checkpointing for missions has become a lot better. And I think the requirements for missions have become a lot less monotonous. A little more engaging rather than just what I'm doing right now, which is very, very mind-numbing. At least the reward is, it's a legit good reward. So for this, you get infinite sprint again, just the same manner that you did in GTA 3. Firefighter, you get, I think, fireproof ability, which comes in handy during the rampages, for sure. In fact, after this, the guide actually calls for me to do some rampages on this island. I'm wondering if it would actually be smarter to wait until after I do the firefighter mission, because there's really no reason to do the rampages now. In fact, I may actually just wait. You don't get a reward for rampages other than monetary value. I'm not hurting for money, so there's really no reason to do it right now. And frankly, I would very much like to move on to the main story.
Message from the captain. Whoever stole his personal magazines had better make themselves known. It was for investigative purposes only.
Although, it is nice to break up rampages and whatnot, so that I don't have to do like 20 in a row. It gets a little crazy. We'll see. Maybe I will do the ones that are available right now, just to get them off my plate, and so that it's not so overwhelming later on. If I remember correctly, there is one rampage that I think makes you use Molotovs. But actually, you know what? It's not that big of a deal, because that rampage, I think, is right next to the save point, so if I really wanted to, I could just reload. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna do the rampages now, after this. Don't really have to, save it all for later, just because of a fireproof ability. Can I get one more guy here? Yeah, I actually should. I need the time.
He really needs his magazines back.
Hey, Jackson, tell the captain I saw his wife. No wonder he likes them magazines.
Jesus Christ. These guys are talking hella shit right now. Alright, I'm gonna need to haul ass a little bit, because time is kind of running short here. Oh, it does give you time when you drop off your first set of patients. I forgot about that. Alright, so we're not hurting for time in the way that I thought. Oh shit, there's still 2 other people down there. Alright, should drop these guys off and then come back, so I don't have to make 2 long trips.
Get out of the way, Joe.
Yeah, this one's going by pretty smoothly. Just need to not fuck up.
I'll take a lot.
Let's take the sidewalk. The fucking cab is gonna take 3 years to drive down the block.
Backup requested immediately, over.
Oh, and just in case anybody's wondering, I can't repair the ambulance while doing the mission.
Some asshole.
The only way you can repair an ambulance is by putting it in your garage, and that requires you to get out. Also, I don't have a garage right now, so even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to. Unfortunately, pay and sprays do not work with emergency vehicles. Okay, level 8. Let's get these 2 guys up here, drop them off, and then we can do the rest of them 3 and 3.
We got a serious problem down here. We need fire, 2 ambulances and a SWAT team right now. Come on.
I just came back from the doctor. I'm clean.
I got a man down. I got a man down.
Fuck. Missed a turn there. Shit. Even though I was braking and slowed down, I still missed a turn.
Does that make sense to you?
I wonder if the mic picked that up. That was my dog kind of snarling.
Nothing seems to be happening.
Alright, let's get this guy, since he's kind of Mr. Solo Dolo over here. I'm gonna let this guy pass, just in case he's an asshole. I would really, really hate for... oh my god. I was gonna say, I would really, really hate for a patient to die because of somebody else's terrible driving.
Feeling ambulances. Keep a lookout.
That would drive me up the fucking wall. Oh my god. Especially at this point, we're at level 8 now. Fuck. Oh my fucking god. Please go! It's like fucking real life.
There must be.
Anyone want to get so mean? Hey, man, don't piss me off.
Alright, let's get the guy up here.
All services requested.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, even though GTA is a game that's like focused and centered on driving, a lot of the times the AI they're really bad drivers. And I think the worst offender is in GTA San Andreas. Like, the driving on those highways in San Andreas, they used to get me incredibly angry because like, you could just be driving normally and then somebody just slams into you because the way that it works. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. The way that it works, at least from what I understand, is the AI, they really have, like, I guess, two modes. One is like normal on a rail driving, which is basically what all the normal driving that you see is. Like, these guys right here, this Jeep and this dirt bike, they're driving on a rail that's predetermined. They might as well be fucking trains. And they don't really deviate from that. And with that comes a predetermination of speed and steering. And then you have assholes like this who just drive kind of like however they fucking want. Doesn't matter. They'll just drive off into oncoming traffic on the sidewalk. They don't really give a shit if they crash into anything. They're just on the gas. They're going no matter what. And yeah, so that second guy who's just driving on the gas no matter what and just crashing into whatever, that's obviously a very, very terrible design for a driver, because they'll just fucking crash into you for no fucking reason. And in times like this, when I'm doing a fucking mission that requires me to maintain the health of my goddamn vehicle, horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. Alright, let's get the 3 up here first, because they're the furthest. But then San Andreas kind of like tweaks the first one, the driver on a rail who, you know, is on a predetermined speed and stops at stop signs and stoplights or whatever. So for that one, what they basically did was they took that, I guess, concept, and then all the cars on like the highways, they just made them go very, very fast. And they'll basically just like slingshot at a ridiculously high speed. And you could be just driving along and you might like slow down a little bit, and then all of a sudden a fucking car will just fly into your rear end. And you'll be you'll have a damaged ass car for no fault of your own. Which I guess parallels real life a little bit, but still. It's kind of remarkable that the AI driving in this game is really, really... And I would say the first 3 games is like barely passable.
This is radio control. We got problems downtown. Backup requested, over.
Yeah, outside of like these guys who are just on a rail, the driving is not very good for the pedestrians. I mean, the cars just fucking ram into you with reckless abandon. And I think it has gotten remarkably better in the more recent games like GTA 4 and GTA 5. But, I mean, this is just infuriating. Like, this guy's another why are there so many assholes in this game? Like, I've seen so many of them so far. I guess they're just dumb Florida morons, as Tommy would say. Or Tommy will say very soon.
This is radio control. Disturbance in progress, over.
Alright, we're actually at 24 minutes, so this will probably take over a half hour. Which I didn't think it would, but it's not too bad. It's honestly going pretty smoothly. Which I totally appreciate.
You crazy son of a bitch! Slow down!
This is 1327. Nothing going on.
Another gripe I have about these missions is you can basically fail these at the drop of a fucking hat. Like if I press the right thumbstick too far down when I'm like looking around, I could quit the mission. If I accidentally run over a patient, I'll fail the mission. If I get out of the fucking ambulance by accident or I get pulled out by a rogue NPC, I'm gonna fail the mission. Like, wow, that's just fan-fucking-tastic, I tell you fucking what. There's just so many ways that you can easily fail this goddamn mission. The ambulance, I mean, the ambulance could flip over, but I mean, that's... If that happens, then you kind of really fucked up. That's kind of on you. But yeah, it's kind of stupid. All the ways that you can fail. Alright, level 10. There's a lot of fucking patients around here. Let's get these three on the west side first.
I checked it out. Not a big deal. Just a couple of idiots with a case of giggle cream. I gave them a little beating. Nothing too serious.
Whoa. My girlfriend's cat just like exploded up the couch and made my dog nervous. Hey, Budman. She's like chilling behind my head now. I think she likes the open window right behind me. Man, my dog like got up and basically ran when the cat jumped up.
That was a big to-do.
Okay, yeah, there's 4 guys up here. Oop.
All services attended immediately. Over.
All services.
At least they're all close together. This is great.
I need a SWAT team fast.
Alright, we're gonna have to come back for you at the end, buddy. Kind of drew the shit lottery there. So, I guess another thing that I could talk about to fill up the relative silence and monotony of this mission is I've been watching, or I should really say rewatching, Yu Yu Hakusho. This is probably going to be like the 3rd time that I've seen the show, but this is actually the first time that I'm watching it in the original Japanese with subs, and it's so weird because I've seen the dub. Like, I grew up on the dub, and then I watched the whole dub through, like, several years ago, and then I rewatched it in the dub again because it's such a good fucking show. Like, why the fuck not? And the Japanese voice acting kind of throws me off a little bit here and there. Like, I think the most prevalent example is Kurama's voice actor. Like, in the English dub, he's kind of given the voice of, like, this suave dude. Like, an older guy. Not an older guy. Maybe, like, a dude in his 20s or some shit. Like, very calm, cool, and collected. And in the Japanese dub... Not Japanese dub. The Japanese original, he still has that, like, calm, cool, and collected. But he kind of sounds like a little kid, almost. which is very, very off-putting because he's supposed to be this like old ass demon who's just inhabiting this kid's body. That's one. Hiei is fine. It's honestly a little refreshing to hear him as somebody else, because a lot of the some of the Yu Yu Hakusho voice actors, they have the same voice actors as like Dragon Ball Z for the English dub, I mean. So like case in point is Genkai is fucking Frieza. That's so strange. Like she's just straight up Frieza. It's like, what the fuck? I think Kuwabara is Chris Sabat, and he's, I'm pretty sure, like Vegeta and Piccolo, and pretty sure he does other voices on DBZ, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm trying to remember who else. But there are a few examples. I think Hiei is another voice actor in DBZ. I really can't remember who it is though. Maybe I'll look it up in between parts and report back. But yeah, watching the Japanese original voice acting is refreshing because you hear it how it was, I guess, originally intended, not the English redoing or interpretation. But I would say the English version, I don't want to say it's better because, you know, it's almost like blasphemy, and I'm sure people out there would be like, what the fuck? But it just, like, I feel like the English one, it, for me, just because I knew it first, it just seems slightly more fitting. More so with, like, Kurama. Otherwise, though, I think it's like a great show.
We have a stolen squad car.
Oh, and also, like, where I'm at in the show right now is the Dark Tournament. They're fighting that, like, group of ninjas, and Yusuke's about to fight the dude that, like, controls wind. And I don't really, I mean, obviously Yusuke wins, but I don't really remember how it plays out, so it should be interesting. I really wish that guy was not in the middle of the fucking street. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Alright, I gotta go get these groups of three, or group of three, down here. And then we can get the two up there. And we will be on the final level. Let's get this guy first. Yeah, interestingly enough, I can, like, never really remember too fondly what happens after the Dark Tournament saga in Yu Yu Hakusho. Just because I mean, like, obviously they continue to get stronger and stronger and stronger, which is always cool to see how they develop their powers and just become absolute juggernauts by the end of the show. Like, to the point where like regular people are absolutely trivial, or even like regular demons are absolutely trivial to them. But it's just not as memorable as like the stuff with Tagoro, in my opinion anyway. Like, I think Yusuke has to like take down the prior spirit detective. I don't even remember his fucking name. And then he has to take down, like, these 3 king demons or some shit. And I don't want to give away the end of the show, so if you're interested, you'll just have to watch it yourself. But I don't really even remember how that goes.
Message from the captain. He really needs his magazines back.
Hey, Jackson, tell the captain I saw his wife. No wonder he likes them magazines.
Oh, well, we heard that quote already.
Over there, next one there, Latte.
Alright, last level. Alright, hopefully we don't trigger the guy to the right. Just get these three. Yeah, we're good. Alright, we're gonna be extra careful because we don't want to fuck this up. I would be absolutely furious if I screwed this up. Oh, speaking of fucking things up at the last minute, so I've been playing Crisis Core with the wonderful Megan, and we're at the point where we're hunting the trophies right now, and one of the trophies is to snipe all of the enemy robots in a later chapter of the game. I think that is the trophy description, but it's not entirely accurate. Surprise. So in the game, you actually need to snipe the enemies and don't let them get away, but you also fight them in regular battles, and you can't let them get away in those either. And after you take down a certain amount of their health, they are so quick to try and run away, and they literally run away within 2 seconds. So unless you're already trying to stop them, they will likely run away and you'll fail the requirement for the trophy and have to start all over again. So that happened a couple times, but yo, the fucking absolute worst time that happened was I had gone through the mission, or the part of the mission, and sniped everybody, and up until literally the last step across the finish line that would have triggered me getting the trophy, I got into a fight with a group of the enemies, and I think it was probably 4 or 5 of them. It was a lot, and I took down I think 3 of them, and then the second to last one ran away successfully and fucked it all up, and I was literally inches away from the finish line. I'm surprised I didn't lose my goddamn mind there. So lame. So fucking lame.
Nothing seems to be happening.
Okay, we're at the final 3 here. Let's not make this a Crisis Core situation. And for those of you that don't know, Crisis Core is Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, which is the I don't want to say, it's not a remake. I would say the HD remaster of Crisis Core on the PSP. It's almost the same exact game, a few quality of life issues, a few new features, but it's pretty much the same fucking game. It is 110% not a remake. Alright, let's do this carefully. Oh, this fucking guy, bro. Alright, looks like we're doing it. I think that's it. Big fucking Yosh. And we got a trophy. Alright. Paramedic missions done. Let's go save. And then we can begin the rampages. We're actually at like 40 minutes right now, so I'm not going to do all the rampages. I'll do one, just to get things started. We can check the temperature, but first I'm just going to save. Let me see where the first rampage is. I can't even do all the rampages on this island yet, because some of them require boats. And, yo, there's one that I remember that is the worst. But I'll talk about that when I get to it. But yeah, we can't even do all the rampages right now, so I'm probably going to only do, like, I don't know, a handful of them. Okay. How did I take damage? What the fuck? Alright, let's save real quick. I forget how I was doing this. Fuck. I think the last one was in the second slot, so then this one should be in the first slot. Alright. Now, this first one is... what do I have to do? What is this? Drive along the beach right up to the water's edge. Very suddenly, you should see a rampage. Okay, I think, oh, this guide actually explicitly omits the mission or the rampage that I was talking about before. Alright, we're gonna actually use this car instead of the Banshee in front of it, because I think this is a better car for the mission. Okay, so I think the rampage is like all the way the fuck down here. Whoa. Ah, there it is. Run over and kill 30 gang members in 2 minutes. I like how they put this far away from any roads or areas where gang members will fucking spawn. So you have to waste like the first 20 seconds just to get to the area that you are actually supposed to be killing guys in. Fucking unbelievable. I really hate rampages. I'm so glad they did away with them. They are the worst. Shit. Alright, at least these are the kind of gang members that don't shoot. Okay, that was a lie. Didn't realize that they were packing fucking heat, but alright. Really? I only killed one with all that? Alright, well, we're almost there. Un mas. Nice. Alright, let's get the hell away from these guys. Alright. That was a nice little first foray. What the fuck? Jesus, that's what I'm talking about, these assholes. Okay, alright, let's save. Alright, as always, it's been real and it's been nice. In other words, it's been real nice. I'll see you next time.